If you have the full version of Camtasia Studio or Camtasia for the Mac, you can edit it in the middle and resend it back to Relay, or send it to YouTube, or send it to iTunes. If you don't have Camtasia Studio or Camtasia for the Mac, because it's like $200 or $300, we do have it downstairs. So you can come, or you can call, deal it, say, the middle of my 3-hour class, I had this girl come up and she's telling me all this stuff and I forgot that I never paused it, and now the whole class is going to hear about her dog, you know, and I have to get that off. So come down, because we can help you edit it out and save your lecture. You don't have to delete it. We can fix it so that you can share it with your class and then safely delete the other ones with Megan's sob story about her bloodhound or whatever, okay? If you really want to get into it, there are two not too expensive programs for video. I haven't used Camtasia Studio, which is on the PC very much, just because I'm not on it very often. I love Camtasia for the Mac. They're the same, they call them different things. Because you can do really cool things to your recordings. So you can add music, you can bring in images, and do a lot more editing, and then you can still publish it to Relay, and you have some more options. So if you ever have a couple $100, you want to start doing some videos, come try ours out, see if it's one you want to try. It's a lot cheaper than Adobe Premiere. I think that's their video one, which has, you know, a gazillion, trillion options in it. So, plus TechSmith is a cool company. They also make Snagit. They did Jing. If you're familiar with them, they do Camtasia too. Now, it is recording my voice. The one thing that makes me nervous, and I don't know why it does this, is that you never see anything indicating that it's picking up your voice. You have to trust it. The other thing is, and this has changed, it used to have a running counter down here. It looks a little different from Mac to PC, but you used to feel pretty confident, and it was like working. Now, the new one has this little icon. See the square? It's got a slash and a little slash. It keeps going from green to red. That's all. The only thing indicating that we're actually recording right now. It looks nothing like the other icon. It's hard to make the connection, but because it's glowing back and forth, I should feel confident it's picking everything up. It's cool because it even works when you're in PowerPoint. Now, when you open PowerPoint, sometimes you get that Camtasia screen that says, do you want to record? I don't know about this new one, but for a while, people were having problems with that. Don't use that. If you open it from the desktop and start your recording, and then start your PowerPoint, you'll have better success, because there were just some weird flukes this summer. And I mean, just, you know, tragedies where, you know, really long lectures got lost. Go into your classroom before your first class if you want to try this. Try it out. Make sure you can get it to save and then get it back later, so you can ask questions and we can troubleshoot it before your first class. I highly recommend it if you can and if you have time. I don't think I have a PowerPoint here. I'm gonna look. No. So I don't have much to show you, but it does work really cool in PowerPoint. Just start it first like you would start any recording, and then start your PowerPoint. You'll have much better success. I don't know why. And for some people, when they install it, that add-in for PowerPoint doesn't get installed, so they never get that option anyways. So if you always do it the same way, that way even if you don't use the PowerPoint, it'll still work. A great way to use Relay, if you never want to capture your lectures but you want to do videos for your class, an introduction. So if it's online or hybrid, like a couple minutes, you can go through the course and click on different areas and actually verbally kind of tell the student what you would tell them if you were in front of them. But unfortunately you're not, because maybe it's online. You could literally pull up in Word your syllabus and go through it with you talking. You know, you can highlight parts of it, similar to how you would do if you were in class and everyone was looking at that piece of paper. So Relay, you can use the Relay recorder for things like that. It makes it really, really nice, a nice tool. Sometimes, you know, there are a lot of things you might say verbally that you don't realize that doesn't get communicated just in your written syllabus. So if you take a couple minutes to do a video, you might save yourself a lot of time down the road with those questions, you know, because it wasn't clear. But if you explain it to someone, well, clear as day. She really wanted us to do it this way. If I do this, you know. So, or clicking through your class and letting them know, this is how I organized it. You know, I do things different, but this is why. Because I see a lot of different classes. We don't currently have a template. And, you know, we have a lot of different, fully online, face-to-face, hybrid. I think what's most important is that you understand how your class is set up. Because when your students have a problem, they're probably going to come to you. And if you can't explain where you put something or remember where it is, because, you know, the template didn't work for you, then you're both going to be frustrated. So if something doesn't work, if you want to rename an area or a folder so that when you get that panicked call and someone's like, where do I find this? You know, because it's second nature. That class, your online Blackboard, should feel like your classroom. You know, I know you want the classroom set up in a way that's comfortable. If you do a lot of group work, you want something where students can move around. So, you know, think about your online classroom the same way. Get rid of areas that you don't like, rename them. If you can't accomplish something or get the tool to do what you'd like it to do, then call us. It might be really easy, or maybe we have a tool on campus that will help you. You know, because you should feel really comfortable with it. It just makes it a whole lot easier. Okay, it's still recording. It's going to be the craziest recording. I'm going to stop it. Well, first I'll pause it. Now, all I did, as long as you're on Windows